let me share with you how you can boost your feelings of gratitude. Because we really do, when it comes to gratitude, have to kind of boost up the feelings. Intellectually, we can grasp it, but somehow it's got to be emotive. It's got to move from the head to the heart. Focus more on people rather than events. Stop looking for events to make you feel thankful or have gratitude, and focus more on the people rather than the events. I think we are more event-oriented than people-oriented. And when we're thankful for the people in our lives, and there are many, let's reflect for a moment. I mean, we have our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters, our children potentially. We have the people that we see every day, our coworkers, our boss. We have our teachers, we have our coaches. We have the people that we run into, our neighbors and our friends, the people at the gym. There's such our sphere of influence, if you would, is probably far greater than any of us realize. The amount of people that our lives touch and intersect with. And that gives us ample opportunity to focus more on them than simply on the events that may happen in our lives. We have to intensify the feeling whenever we have a positive experience. You say, what do you mean, Pastor Rick? I mean, when something positive happens to you, some people, it's almost amazing how sort of laissez-faire they are about it. Yeah, I got a raise. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it'll be more money. You know, I mean, whoa, there ought to be an intensity. When good things happen, we need to intensify how we feel about it. Now, psychologists call this, it's a funny word, they call it savoring, but I want to explain what that means. A person who practices this, it's kind of a threefold thing. First of all, you anticipate the event that is going to happen. Then when the event actually happens, you maximize the moment. And then after it has happened, you reminisce about it. And the first time I ever read this, I thought, this is just exactly what happened to me last year when the church gave Michelle and I this phenomenal gift of a trip to Hawaii. There was all this anticipation and just gonna go there, man, this is gonna be great, wow. Palm trees, coconuts, beaches, and just, there was such enjoyment about just thinking about what we were gonna do. That actually being there was fantastic. I remember this too. It just, because after I said it, I thought, wow, it's crazy. I just said that to my wife, and I said to my wife, I'm like the happiest I've ever been. We were just one day, and I just kind of blurted out of my mouth. I'm sure my wife thought, what about our wedding day? What about when our kids were born? But I couldn't help it. I just had to say it, man. I was like, I love this place, man. This place is, everything it was advertised to be, this is the place, man. So if you ever lose Pastor Rick, you just don't wonder where I am. I'm pastoring a church in Hawaii, and that's what happened. And then after the event, reminiscing. I have on my phone, to this day, if you look at my phone, I have a picture from Hawaii on my phone. Like every day I wake up, I turn on my phone, oh, yes. Maui, what a beautiful place that is. And just, so the savoring, you're just maximizing the full benefit of something positive. Just looking forward to it, fully experience it and fully being in it, and then reminiscing about it afterwards. Marvelous way to boost your feelings of gratitude, to boost inside of you why you should be so thankful for the good things that God blesses you with. Expanding the number of things you're grateful for. This is a real challenge. I really want you to think about this because, we say, what are you thankful for? And then people just start rattling off these sort of just, basic things. Well, I'm thankful for my family. Not even any specific, just I'm thankful for my family. Well, who are you thankful for in your family, and why are you thankful for each of those people in your family? Getting beyond sort of the generic, just like prayer, and I've taught you this many times. You don't just say, dear God, bless me today, amen, and go to work. Dear God, this is what I need specifically today. for me and for those I care about. It's more than just some generic. The more specific you are, the more powerful it is. That is a principle of speaking and writing, and trust me, it works in a lot of ways. The more specific you are, the more powerful it is. If you want to be more grateful, you have to be more specific and expand the things you're grateful for instead of just lumping them in. For instance, have you ever been around a table at Thanksgiving and people go around the table to say what they're thankful for? And it's kind of like, it's very generic, just like, oh, I'm thankful for, my job, I'm thankful for my family, and, well, let's eat. Whoa, what happened? Like, we can't get any more specific than that in an entire year. That's all we come up with. The more that you can be specific and the more that you can expand what you're grateful for instead of just sort of staying with the standard top 4 or 5 will increase your gratitude. Now, here's something that I'm going to start doing. I talked to my wife about it yesterday, and we said this is something we're going to start doing, and I want to encourage you to do it as well. Get a jar. And every time something is positive and that you should be grateful for, somebody in your life, something that happens, write it down on a little slip of paper and drop it in the jar. And just drop it in the jar and drop it in the jar. And then on, say, Thanksgiving Day, when we're going to have the meal, we bust that jar out. And let's read all the great things that happen. Instead of a couple generic statements, let's read 30 or 40 or 100 or whatever it is of all these positive things. Or you could wait till New Year's Eve or New Year's Day and open it up. But how much more impacting would that be? Amen? I'm excited about it. I hope you're going to do it. I'm going to do it and see, and just because we forget. And then you go and you open up that jar and then you go and you read it and you go, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was a good day. We drove down there and got a free lunch and drove around in the convertible. That was a good day. Yeah, I like that.